Right, okay, so I found this, I think it's a Samsung Galaxy J1. This is not the 2016 version, this is the original one. No idea when it came out, but basically I found it in another drawer. And as you can see, this does not have the original OS on it. So the original OS that this supported was up to 4.4.4 KitKat. And as you can see, this is not KitKat. This is actually a, I think it's called Resurrection Remix OS, which I have flashed on this before to see, you know, whether the phone could handle it. And as you can see by how long the settings loaded, it's not bad, but you know, it could be better. Yeah, as you can see, this is based off Android 7.1.2. So yeah, the original OS was the, I think it's called Samsung's TouchWiz, or something like that. And it was already running quite slow with that. I mean, you know, this wasn't a flagship phone. This was one of the old budget Samsung ones, but I used to use it in high school when my iPhone 5S broke. I had a tendency of smashing the screen quite often, but yeah, so this would be my backup phone, and back then of course they had TouchWiz on it. So I mean, then it was fine. Android 4.4.4 was, you know, completely fine back then, but now trying to use the phone is basically non-existent. I mean, the Google App Store won't even work, and I mean, they've even dropped support for Android 6 now. So my idea with this was that, I mean, yes, it doesn't run the smoothest. Yes, it's very laggy. I mean, you know, if I was to go onto settings and then do that, like, you know, I've pressed the home button and it's just, there you go. But yeah, you get the gist. So it's an old phone, and basically what I want to try to do is see if I can upgrade it to Android 8 Oreo, as that is the lowest Android version that is supported mainly for most of the apps. I mean, I don't think that this would run any higher than 8 anyway. I don't even know if 8 will run, but we can give it a go. Now, I have already installed TWRP on this, of course, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to download this OS, and that is still on here, so we can skip that step completely. The bootloader is unlocked, TWRP or TWRP is installed, so what we do need to do is we need to find a suitable ROM. Probably most likely what we will find is Lineage OS, since that is the most popular one, so it will probably be the one that comes up first, and we'll see what we can do, upgrade it to Android 8.0, see if any apps will install or even run, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this didn't take a lot of searching. Basically, as soon as I typed in Lineage OS Android 8.0, this came up, which is ROM. Of course, it's unofficial, but it is Lineage OS 15.0, which is for Android 8. And you know, this one specifically, from what I can tell, was built for, this one specifically was put in a forum for the Motorola Moto G5, so I mean, it looks like someone definitely wanted it on their G5, but we're gonna try and use it anyway, because I don't think there is a big difference. It should work still. As you can see, this is what was working and what wasn't. I mean, this is from 2017, so there is possible there is a higher version, but we're just gonna go with base Android 8. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, we'll go onto here, we'll download the file. While we wait for that to download, the neat thing about this phone, if I pop the cover open, is it does have an SD card slot, as most phones did back in that day. So what we can do is, instead of going the roundabout way and plugging the phone into the laptop, we can just use the SD card to load the files onto it, and then we'll go directly from TWRP, from the SD card, onto the phone. We have the zip here, so what we'll do is we will just go into our SD card, drop it in there, wait for that to finish, and we can shove it back in here. Oh, hello. Obviously Teenage Me wasn't very happy with this phone. Right, so let's have a look what we can do here. Okay, so I haven't installed GApps onto the SD card because we're going to try to see if even the Lineage OS works first. If it does, then I will just load it via a cable onto here as an APK. But yeah, first let's see if this even works. So hold on, I need 2 hands for this. I really need to get a new microphone stand. Okay, right, and we're into TWRP. So what first thing we're going to do is, right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to wipe the device, because honestly I do not need anything on there. Data, cache, and system, we'll do that as well. Right, swipe to wipe. Yeah, like I said, we're not going to do GApps. I'm just going to sideload the Play Store and Google services if that works. If not, we'll go to an alternative app store. That's even if this system works. So we'll go back. We can do the proper thing in a minute. Yeah, we'll do install, and then we'll do that, and then we'll swipe to confirm. Update process ended with error 7. Install storage. Updating partition detail done. Okay, it looks like that did not work. Why did it not work? Right, it looks like this is specific to the Moto G5, unless I'm being stupid. So my backup is we're gonna go with Android 9 or go to Lineage OS 16, which is a bit of a stretch, but that's a generic ROM that I found, so hopefully that one should work. So what we'll do is we will quickly go get that. Right, so we are just going to nab one of these quickly. There you go. We're going to wait for that to download. Okay, there it is. If I ever do anything else with this phone, I really need to get a faster SD card for it, because that is actually painful. So we'll chuck it in here. Hopefully I won't. Right. Get in there. Hopefully I won't have to fully reboot and it'll just read it as it is. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to reboot it quick. Hold on a second. Okay, we're back in TWRP. For some reason it didn't work the first time around. So let's try that again. So install image. Where is it then? Okay, so I figured out why it wasn't working. Basically, it was just like an unsupported compression thing. So I've got it here now. Let's have a look if this works. There you go. Oh, no partition selected. We'll go with boot. There you go. The size of image is larger than target device. Oh no, have we not got enough? Okay, scrap the plan. I literally could not find anything. No matter what ROM I used, no matter what GSI I found, I could not get any of them to actually flash. So I gave up and I used the evil that is AI to find out if there even is one that would work. And unfortunately, as it says here, I couldn't find any reliable ROM, and that the next available one is Android 7.1.2. So this whole video was a waste of time. This thing is such a literal piece of shit that, you know, you can't do it. But what can I expect from a phone that came out from, I think, over 10 years ago? So anyway, sorry for the waste of time. I'll probably edit this and then decide not to post it, but if I post it, sorry for the disappointing ending. But yeah, cheers.